So Mormonism has come upon the wrong side of the LGBT issue, saying that they will stand for the rights of people to have this marriage ceremony, which is a total opposition to mainstream Christianity. And a lot of people ask me, what do you think about this? Well, I mean, really, I'm not surprised by this at all, because Mormonism basically is a sex cult. And I'm going to show you why. All right, thank you guys for taking the moment to watch this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. I want to show you something from this article here. This is from PBS, of course, and there's just several articles about this, but I just grabbed this one. Mormon church backs same-sex marriage laws. Maintaining relationships is still sinful. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints said Tuesday that it would back a proposed federal legislation to safeguard same-sex marriages, marking the latest show of support for the measures from conservative-leaning groups. The nearly 17 million member Utah-based Faith said in a statement that church doctrine would continue to consider same-sex relationships to be against God's commandments, yet it said it would support rights for the same-sex couples as long as they didn't infringe upon religious groups' right to believe as they choose. We believe this approach is the way forward. And basically what they're saying is we're willing to compromise on this as long as you don't hinder what we believe about marriage, which, of course, is never going to happen. You realize this agenda, they're like the Borg. Once they assimilate, they want more and more and more. It's like putting the camel has his nose in the tent, and he's going to keep coming in and coming in till everybody's crowded out. This is a foolish decision from the Mormon Church. We have to hold the line on this issue of marriage, but they're willing to concede a little bit as long as you guys give us the liberty to believe what we believe. You guys can believe what you believe. And the problem is that you never make deals with Lucifer like that, because it always goes against what you believe, and eventually you will lose this battle. It says support for the Respected Marriage Act under consideration in Congress is the church's latest step to take out more welcoming stance toward the LGBT community. There it is. We're trying to be more welcoming. You know, and while holding firm its belief that the same-sex relationships are sinful, still its stance towards LGBTQ people, including those who grew up in the church, remains painful for many. So basically, this is one step in them finally bowing down to this wicked religion, this wicked movement, which they actually are a part of this. Mormonism is a demonic religion, and I'm going to show you why. You see, the history on it is pretty simple. Joseph Smith was a nut. He was a Freemason who was traveling around. He was conning people. He would make money basically by saying, you know, if you hire me, I can help find water or treasure on your property. And he was doing something like, you know, using sticks to find frequencies and vibrations. And he would go and tell you, this is where you need to dig. And he would take the money, he would split town and just go, because he was a con man. He was a Luciferian. He started a demonic religion, and he called it Mormonism. He claimed he had some golden tablets and whatever. Basically, he got a bunch of followers, and he went around from town to town to town trying to have polygamy with a bunch of 13-year-old girls, and everywhere he went, he was literally run out of every town. It was insane. He had to go farther and farther and farther and farther west in the 1800s because everybody was getting rid of him. They said he was crazy. Eventually, he got to be the mayor of a town called Nauvoo, Illinois, and basically he ran, you know, had his cult there, voted himself in as mayor, and he actually was killed because at one point, even, and here's just the Wikipedia article. Wikipedia is not the best source, but it's just something that sums it up pretty good. Basically, there was a newspaper came out called the Nauvoo Expositor, okay, right in the city. And this newspaper came out and was telling all these things about Joseph Smith, saying, hey, this guy's after your teenage girls. This guy's a mess. He you know, you need to get rid of this guy. And so, being the tyrant and the crazy that Joseph Smith was, he ordered that this newspaper be shut down. You don't want to talk about freedom of the press. You Mormon people you don't even know what you're talking about, okay? You people you're not conservatives, you're not Christians, and neither was Joseph Smith. This guy was a crazy. And so basically what happened was he had a public outcry. He was charged with treason, and while he was in prison, 200 men painted their faces black with wet gunpowder, went into the jail and killed him because he was absolutely absolutely going crazy everywhere he went, trying to get everybody's daughter to marry him, practicing polygamy, and eventually he got to where they assassinated him. He was actually running for president at the time, which makes him the first presidential candidate to ever be assassinated. A lot of wild history there. So Brigham Young took the remnants of this crowd and moved out to Salt Lake City, Utah, so that nobody would kill them anymore. That's the history of Mormonism. Now, let me show you this. This is something you need to know about Mormonism. That they are a mystery religion. These people are a cult. And what they're doing here is really no surprise to me at all. I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. But they actually believe in a divine mother. They worship a goddess deity much akin to what the Roman Catholics worship with Mother Mary. This is the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, their own website. You can check it out right there. And it talks about the Mother in heaven. And by the way, they talk about Heavenly Father, but they also talk about Heavenly Mother as well. Let me just read right off their own website. The Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints teaches that all humans, being male and female, are beloved spirit children of heavenly parents, a Heavenly Father and a Heavenly Mother. This understanding is rooted in scriptural and prophetic teachings about the nature of God, our relationship to deity, and the godly potential of men and women. So that's New Age right there. You can be your own God. This is a Luciferian cult. This is something born in the Garden of Eden, with Lucifer promising Eve that she could be her own God. The doctrine of the Heavenly Mother is a cherished and distinctive belief among Latter-day Saints. And they talk about Joseph Smith and his relationship with it. Subsequent church leaders have affirmed the existence of the Mother in heaven. In 1909, the first presidency taught that all men and women are in the similitude of the universal mother, a father and mother, and are literally the sons and daughters of deity. Oh my goodness, folks, do I need any more proof to tell you how evil this religion is? They believe in a heavenly mother. This is a cult that worships the divine feminine as well. Now, let me show you this too, and this is something that I've made some strong claims that this is an immoral religion. I've called it a sex cult, and I stand by that statement. There is a thing in Mormonism that is very prominent, and it's unique to them in the sense that they present it, and it's something called a Nickmo. And let me show you what this is. A Nickmo, NCMO, stands for non-committal makeout. Non-committal makeout. And these Mormon people do this all the time. This is, it says, for any non-Mormon readers, let me make it bigger for you. A Nickmo is short for non-committal makeout. It's basically the Mormon version of a booty call or a one-night stand. While I will admit that I decided to wait until marriage after converting to the church at 25, I will say that any type of non-committal physical act is seldom a good idea. And so this person's speaking about that. And then a lot of people are talking about the ethicalness of this. I almost said ethnicity. That's not true. The ethicalness of this. But these people, I mean, you just type in NCMO or Nickmo online, and you'll see all these young Mormons talking about how that they had a Nickmo last night and it was fun and we enjoyed it, man. And Mormonism is great. Blah, blah. Listen, Mormonism is a filthy religion. This stuff is wicked. It is evil. And so, what do you expect? I mean, what do we expect from these people? It's funny how that they're big hypocrites, and that they'll say that, well, we believe LGBT stuff is sinful, but the Nickmos, those are just for fun. Wow, what a wicked religion, y'all! What a wicked religion, folks. Third Adam 4 is coming up very soon. We're going to keep chipping away at it. We've got a lot of information we're going to try to share with you, and you do not want to miss this. Please, if you have the time, while you're still around, take the time to go watch the other ones. If you have not, I know that we've got over 1 million views on our Third Adam series so far, and there's plenty of good information there to keep you busy for a while, and we know that this is very important for you guys to understand the backdrop of all this, especially when it comes to Mormonism. Go check out Rise of the Divine Feminine, and boy, we're I don't even know how many views we got on this whole series right now. Tons and tons and tons of stuff on there. So a lot of good information. Go check those out. Third Adam 4 is coming, and you do not want to miss it. God bless you, and we will see you guys very soon.
What if you had the ability to transcend all limitations, would you want that? What if there was a power that you could have where you could literally rise above all others, and anything you wanted, you could have it? Would you take that power? What if you could do as thou wilt? What if you could be your own God? And what price would you be willing to pay to have this power? Would you give your own soul? Well, some